Okay, before I begin, please donate to my Patreon and my GoFundMe to keep the channel going. Because in order for me to bring this content to you guys, I need support. Just kidding. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna redo this video from the original one. I'm gonna see if I can shorten it up to 5 minutes from 8. All right, so what made me think about this whole thing was I kind of reached out to one of my fellow YouTubers out there. No, not might as well be another guy. I'll leave his name out of it because I don't know if he wants to be in this video or be mentioned. But I've noticed that he's been filming and uploading a lot of videos on dirt bikes, and so I finally reached out to him. I said, "Hey man," I said, "What's up with all the dirt bikes? I mean, what's going on?" Because I know he recently sold his house and bought an RV, and he's traveling this and that, enjoying life, which is great. Um, I'm glad he's out there doing what he enjoys doing. So, being single and no kids, that certainly makes it a lot easier. But anyway, so his response was, and it made me think about this whole shit hits the fan, and 10 years later, 10 years before, like I said in my first video. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. And his response was that dirt bikes were his first love and passion about life. Right, that's his first love. His number one passion is just dirt bikes and being out there. And he's having a good time. And he said, I wish I would have done this 10 years ago. And it made me think, because he's part of our community, the whole preparedness, maybe not at the elite level, but we all talked about it, right? We all talked about Jade Helm, the zombie apocalypse, CDC, the whistleblower, EMP, lights out, WROL. I mean, you name it. SHTF, stockpiling, stock up on ammo. Be prepared. Nothing wrong with that. But at what price, right? So it made me think about, okay, in about 2010, 2011 is when I noticed that it started ramping up about people being prepared. People were talking about the zombie apocalypse, the Mayan calendar, end days, etc. You fast forward 10 years from that, and we're here in 2019, about to go into 2020. And I think about everyone that has been preparing all this time. And again, nothing wrong with preparing. I'm not knocking anybody out there. Just balance it out. Because you need people to survive. You can only do the lone wolf for a short period, but you need people. Even these shows that you see, Alaskan shows, and these guys are out here in the woods and they're like surviving and thriving. Come to find out, a lot of them have families, and they just do this seasonal, or they do it for the show, and then they go right back into the cities, and they have a wife, they have kids, and so forth. And I'm sitting there thinking, I thought they lived in the woods. I thought they lived there year round. That's all they did. It's just a persona. Don't buy into the hype, because 10 years later, when you have all this shit in your garage, and you're thinking, nothing's happened. No lights out, no EMP, no World War III, no shit hits the fan, no zombie apocalypse. What are you going to do with all that? I mean, it's great to have it, but if you can't use it, what's the point? And when you die, and we all die, or you get older, and we all get older, and you decide to pass it on to your kids, the chances are, I'm not saying everyone out there, but the chances are they're not going to want that shit. They're not going to want it either, because they didn't grow up in a world like that. And the ones that were born around the, close to the 2010, 2012 mark, and they're already 8, 10 years now, and you fast forward another 5, 10 years and they're older, they're out there living their lives. They're enjoying it. They have no concept or idea of what you mean preparedness. What are you talking about? So my mission statement, I guess, here is enjoy your life. It's okay to be prepared. But don't give up your living your dreams or your life or your passion because you spent so much time in the rabbit hole preparing. And I've seen it. I know personal people that have done it. You know, they've unfortunately gone through divorces. They had to sell the stuff, got rid of it. They moved on. They're not into preparedness because it burnt them out. Preparedness, shit hits the fan. That going down that rabbit hole, Alex Jones, that really can destroy marriages. That really can destroy your life. And while you're hell bent on the idea that this is the right idea, ask yourself at what cost, at what price. Because when it's all said and done, it's done. There's no going back. There's no recapping that relationship if you felt like, hey, maybe I should have worked on it. Maybe I shouldn't have missed out on birthdays and anniversaries. So, anyway, you get the picture. Make use of your time. All right, right out.